Good morning, YouTube. It's Matt here with MC Wells Official. Today, we're going to be continuing our work on Clifford, getting that power steering box put together and hopefully getting it moving today. First order of business is I've got tools, lots of tools to put away from last night. I really didn't feel like putting all this crap away last night. So that's the first order of business. Well, guys, life on the prairie is, it's windy out today, so I figured I'd narrate it for you. Boing. Maybe I shouldn't do all the sound effects either, but oh well. This is the nut that we cleaned up on the other video previously yesterday, and I took a file to the outside of it. I got this, I think it's 23 or 32, I don't remember. This metric wrench to fit, and I couldn't get anything to fit, SAE or metric, and then I just filed down the rust and hit it with the needle scaler when I took it off, and I ended up getting this to fit. So we're going to use that, clean it up, giving myself the best chance of survival here for reusing all this stuff. Here's another one of today's jobs. We got to get this old piece of rubber hose off and save that inner liner that this thing is attached to. So it's not the end of the world. It's pretty easy. And once we'll jump over here to the vise and I'll show you guys how I do this kind of stuff. I like to take a rod. I think this is a push rod from some Tecumseh engine or something. I took apart something, I don't know, some snowblower engine. And I'm tapping that vice grip to get it tight-ish up against that vise. And I'll just take my knife, and I can do this with one hand. I was filming with the other, which I probably should have set up a tripod. But this allows me to keep my hands out of the way if in case the knife slips, it's not going to slice me open. And this is also a lot easier to take hose off this way if you're taking hose off of a nipple or a fitting than it would be any other way. So that's if you can get the nipple or the fitting off of what you're working on. If not, well, there's really no way about it. So here I am cleaning up that fitting, trying to make sure that that surface is smooth and it's free of debris and everything. It's got a little flaring on the end right there. I ended up just breaking out the chainsaw sharpening kit that stays in this truck and using a round file. It cleaned it up pretty good. And I'm breaking out the tap and die set again. Getting ready to chase some threads. I'll have to do a video on this tap and die set. I got both of them for like $500 with lifetime warranty. Pretty good deal. They're pretty nice. Looks like it's a 5/8 by 18 thread. And this was just cleaning up that little bung that goes on that flared fitting. This guy. Look at how much cleaner those threads look. And then for the inside, I took a piece of paper towel and I squirt some acetone on it and I just kind of pulled it through, well, almost all the way through. It started to bunch up at the end, but look at all that came out of it. So I just realized I was getting some materials laid out, or hose clamps laid out for this truck, and I don't have any hose clamps that are proper sized for that hose. Now the hose clamps I do have, you can zip them down and make them that size, but I really don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go and get a whole bag of hose clamps for this thing, and then probably forget anything else I need in town today. Okay, here we are. I got 2 sets of them, and I noticed these guys were on sale. So check these out. I have a couple other sets of these from Masterforce, but check that out. It's a dedicated small set. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. And then I didn't have a Torx set for my 3/8. Well, I guess this is quarter and 3/8, but I didn't have a smaller non-impact rated set that went down that small, down the T15. So these will be handy. Sweet. All right, well, here they are. Pretty nice. Give them a home. There we go. More chrome. I like it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of laying out where that bolt is going to slide into these. These are going to be my spacers for the being able to use the wrong bolts correctly. So yeah, you know, judging by how far I've gotten in on this job and not having to do anything super hillbilly yet, things are going pretty good still. Probably should have just ordered the right bolts, but you know, it's fine. Okay, these are the spacers that I'm talking about. I want to be able to slip these over from behind the bolt head, like that, and then tighten the bolt. That way I don't have to take the bolt off, because taking one of these bolts off is going to screw with... I have to realign it all again. It's just a pain. This is the easy way to do it. It's my truck. I know this is hillbilly. This truck is worth probably $4 grand on a good day with the sun shining on it. And it's my personal beater, so, yeah. Is it redneck? Absolutely. Is it gonna work? Yeah, it's gonna work fine. Is this a customer's truck? No. This truck is hardly worth, on a good day, $3 grand. So, yeah. Those will work fine. Is it the most redneck thing I've ever done? No. It's not even close. So, alright. We've got all of our hardware cleaned up, including this guy right here, which turned out really good. I think we're ready to start assembling. I'm gonna go lay out some new hose clamps and yeah, start putting her back together. Okay, I've got that flared fitting and the nipple all tightened down with the hose clamp. As you can see, this one line that this goes to, the low pressure line, I believe, or the return from this hydraulic motor, it's patched together quite a few times. There's a little trick with the needle nose pliers, pulling plugs. Just kind of put them in there, weasel them around if you can. Right now I'm trying to hook up the intake side of this hydraulic motor from the pump. And it's kind of down there. It's honestly not too bad to get to. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. Worked on worse. So there they are, all tightened up. Just kind of going over everything. The next step and a later video is going to be hooking up the rest of it, the linkage, and welding those on and tightening the bolts. Thanks for watching.